Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to my channel Legal Simple. My name is Brigadier Vivek. I'm an advocate and a consumer activist. In my today's video, I'm going to be talking about a class action suit, which is also called as a representative suit. Now, I shall try and explain a representative suit in very simple language so that even non-advocates can understand what does it mean and can apply it in real life. To explain this, I shall use a very simple example. Let us say that there is a builder who has made a housing project and he has sold 50 flats. Out of these 50 flats, some are 3 bedroom, some are 2 bedroom, and some are even 1 bedroom. But one promise he has made to everybody that he shall be giving you very good quality tiles, vitrified tiles in the rooms. And when the time for completion comes, and when people take completion one after the other over a period of time, they realize that the quality of tiles which has been provided by the builder is not the same which was promised when the agreement was made. And in the bargain, the builder has been able to corner, let's say he has made wrongful gains, which could be to the tune of 30 to 40 lakhs or whatever. He has provided poor quality tiles and he has made money out of it. So now, and how many, who is the perpetrator? One person is the perpetrator, who is the builder. And who are the victims who have suffered the wrong? The 50 flat buyers who have suffered the wrong. Now, are all these 50 flat buyers required to go to the court? The law on the subject is very clear. The courts and the legislature have made sure that whenever such suits are required to be filed in which there are a large number of people affected, they have given the provision of Order 1, Rule 8. Now, without getting too much into technical details and legal jargon, I shall simply explain to you what does this Order 1, Rule 8 provide for. Normally, in the course of usual things, as a routine, only an affected party has got the right to join into a suit. And the Order 1, Rule 1 specifies for plaintiffs joining together in a suit, and Order 1, Rule 3 provides for defendants joining in a suit. But in this case, what will happen? Are all 50 people required to file a case? It is not so. Here comes the provision of a representative suit. Even one person can come up and go to a court and say that I am here, I have suffered this wrong which has been perpetrated by the builder, and then he simply makes an application to the court and states that I represent 50 other people who have suffered a similar wrong as me, and whatever case I am filing on behalf of or for the benefit of all these 50 people. So whatever relief I get, if I get a decree in my favor, whatever relief I get, the same relief should be applicable to all these 50 people. Yes, then the next question which might come up in your mind is this person required to take permission from all the other 49 people before suing them as their representative? The answer is again no. No express permission is required from the other 49 people, but he is required to serve a notice to all 59 of them and state that I am so and so. This is what is my cause of action, or rather, this is what is my interest in this particular suit, and therefore I am approaching the courts, and I am doing so on your behalf also, and whatever relief I'll get, I will ask the courts to give a similar benefit to you also in this particular case. Right. So now here in this example there are only 50 people. It is possible to serve a notice to 50 people simultaneously. Let us say that this particular builder had 8-10 schemes in different cities, and also the total number of buyers who have bought these flats are not known. They are spread all over different cities. So then, how is the plaintiff, that is the person who has approached the court, how is he supposed to serve notice? In that case, he is supposed to apply to the courts, and the court, at the cost of the plaintiff, will simply release an advertisement in the newspaper and say that such a case has been filed against so and so builder, wherein so and so person is representing all of you, and whatever relief he may get or may not get, if any relief is given to him, the same you will be capable of claiming such a relief, and the same relief will be applicable to you also. Right. Then the next question comes is, we'll go back to these 50 people. The other 49 people, are they required to join themselves as complainant in this particular case? The answer is no again. The basic premise of the Order 1 Rule 8 and the basic aim as to why the legislature has framed this provision is to provide multiplicity of suits. If all 50 people keep coming to the court, some come today, some come tomorrow, some come after 1 year, some come after 5 years, it will be impossible for the courts to deal with all of them. Therefore, the procedure has been laid down by the legislature to file a representative suit, which could also be termed as a class action suit. Thus, by doing so, the multiplicity of the suits is reduced. Right. Then the next question which could come to one's mind is, what happens if the builder compromises only with this one particular person? You know, he gives him a few lakh rupees and asks him to keep his mouth shut and compromises with them. In that particular case, the other people who are affected, on whose behalf the suit has been filed, they are entitled to implead themselves as complainant in this particular case. They can implead themselves as parties and be present in the court. So this is how the provision for a class action suit has been made. And I think this is a provision which has been used very sparingly in our country. Normally, when we talk of class action, we refer to the US or other foreign countries where class action is a common phenomena. And where all does it affect in our everyday life? I have told you, in the case of builders, in the case of these holiday schemes, people are selling holiday schemes, to a whole lot of members. There are, common open parks where somebody might be charging a fee, or there could be any particular case where the same grievance is there with all the users. And lastly, before I conclude, I shall tell you what is the difference between common interest and the common cause of action. So for that, I shall get back to the example of the builder again. Now there are 50 flats, some are 3 bedroom, some are 2 bedroom, maybe even 1 bedroom, and the amount which is worked out, of the compensation for putting the substandard tiles might vary in each and every case. And similarly, every flat buyer might have some other grievance also. All this particular put together, that makes his separate cause of action. But here what is happening, one representative is suing for only one common interest. That is, he has put substandard tiles in all the flats. So this is what is the difference between a common cause of action and a common interest. So it is mandatory that to invoke the provisions of Order 1, Rule 8 in the Civil Procedure Code, everybody should have a common interest. Or in simpler terms, you can also call it a common grievance. Wherever a large number of bodies have a common grievance, then the provisions of Order 1, Rule 8 should be invoked and the case should be filed in representative capacity. So much, so far so good. I will request you to please like, subscribe and share my videos and be on the lookout. My aim here on this channel is to share my legal knowledge and whatever is my learning curve during this fascinating journey of litigation which I am undertaking, and I am here to help you out, and I am more interested in taking on public causes. So with this much I shall conclude today's video. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.